Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Breathe Life and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. On my channel, I talk about how I was able to grow my type 4 hair to hip length. I also discuss true crime stories and anything that's on my mind that I would like to share with you. In today's video, I would like to discuss additional thoughts that I've had about the Orrin and Orson West case. If you're unfamiliar with this story, Orrin and Orson West are the adoptive children of Trazell and Jacqueline West. They reported that their children had gone missing on December 21st of 2020 from their yard. Trazell West states that he stepped in the house for a brief moment and when he came back out, the children were gone. If you want a breakdown of my initial thoughts, you can go to my previous video, which I will link above. I would like to thank all of you guys for the comments that you left in my last video. It shows me that a lot of you really do care about these two missing boys, and we'll make sure that this does not become a cold case. So let's get right into it. From the comments that I received from you all, I feel like you guys are on the same page as I am in regards to the adoptive parents. In this video, I want to play devil's advocate. Let's say that the story that Trazell and Jacqueline West told is true. We know that they are still innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. So here are the questions that really boggled my mind when I first saw the interview. The first question I had is, why was there no commotion when the children were taken away?
I came in the house, I saw them there. I went in the house, I came back out, I didn't see them there.
No neighbors reported hearing the cries of children. The parents who were in the home did not report hearing any noises, any scuffle. Because I'm thinking these are two children who were taken away, not just one. Was it a couple of people that took them away? Were they hiding around on the streets looking for children in a yard? Why was there no noise? My next question is, why did Trazell West leave his children unsupervised? Both parents were home, so he could have asked Jacqueline to step outside and watch the children for a minute while he went inside. Why were two toddlers left in the yard in the cold unsupervised? Why did Jacqueline West not participate in the search for her missing children?
I got in the van, I looked down the street, most directions. It was getting dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street, I turned my light on, I searched, I called their name.
Trazell West states that when he went back outside and he noticed that the children were gone, he went inside and asked Jacqueline West if she saw the children. She said no, they should be outside playing with chalk, which is interesting when you really think about it, because why would she say the words playing with chalk? Trazell should already know that they were playing with chalk because he was with them. When he goes back outside and the children are not there and he lets Jacqueline know, why didn't Jacqueline go outside and check? Any concerned mother would go right outside and go outside of the yard to see if their children were there. The other concern I had is when Trazell West decided to take his van and go looking for the children, what was Jacqueline doing? He states that he went on the search. He does not state that Jacqueline went searching. And on the video camera, it does not show her searching. So what was she doing while she was sitting inside? Why didn't she call the police in the meantime while Trazell was searching for the children? My next question is, when Trazell went around the neighborhood and did not find the children, why did he come back and wait with Jacqueline for 13 minutes. Why not one of the parents wait while the other continue looking for the remaining 13 minutes until the police arrive? Then Jacqueline could have called Trazell and say, the police are here. That makes a lot of sense to me, but maybe that's not how other people would have handled it, but it's definitely something that I think would have made a lot more sense. Another question that I have, Trazell West states that while he conducted his search in the van, he called out the children's names.
I searched, I called their names.
Did anyone in the neighborhood hear him calling out the children's names? As an investigator, I definitely would ask the neighbors. My next question is, were the children ever in California City to begin with? This is a question that many people have. The family moved from Bakersfield, California around the time of September to California City. A lot of people theorize that the children never made it to California City and they were actually missing before the move. Many people feel that whatever happened to the children happened while they were in Bakersfield. Another question that I had is, why did the parents not participate in the searches? In the interview, they state that the police told them to stay put because the best are out looking for the children.
Everybody came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching.
Regardless of what the police told me, as a parent, I would have gone looking for my missing kids. No one could keep me inside except God himself. Why did they never participate in any searches, in any gatherings in the neighborhood? On a neighbor's video camera, it shows Trazell and Jacqueline West returning from a shopping trip on the 19th. They state that they dropped off their 4 other children. Trazell and Jacqueline West have 2 other foster children and 2 biological children who are now in foster care because of the events that happened surrounding Orrin and Orson West. They claim that on the 19th, they dropped off their other 4 children at Grandma and Grandpa's house. When they came back, where are Orrin and Orson West? Did they leave them at home while they went on the shopping trip? No one leaves a 3 and 4-year-old at home. That is definitely called neglect. Trazell West states in the interview with the news station that the children will be here, meaning California City.
They are going to be here in this area, and I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if make sure. That's it.
Why was he so sure that the children would be in the surrounding areas? If they were kidnapped, sometimes kidnappers are known to take children anywhere. They can take them to another state, another city. What makes Trazell West so sure that the children were in that particular area? Is it because he wants the focus to be in that area because he knows that they're actually somewhere else? My next question is, why did the police dogs not pick up the children's scent outside?
There were scent dogs used, correct?
Correct.
What was the purpose of that?
To locate the children. You know, if they pick up the scent of the kids in the house, once they get the scent of the kids in the house, then they like us, start to widen their search. But the dogs never picked up any scent outside the house.
Trazell West states that the children were playing with chalk outside of the house on the day that they went missing. They picked up their scents inside of the house. It doesn't necessarily mean that the children were inside of the house in California City. It could be certain objects that they came in contact with that has their scents. Why were their scents not picked up outside of the house? That's very troubling to me. The final question that I would like to know if I were an investigator is, were the children's toothbrushes found with DNA on them? Because if there was no toothbrushes found in the house, that would definitely support the theory that the children were never in that house in California City. And even if there were toothbrushes with DNA on them, they could have been planted. Those are a few questions that I posed. What other additional questions do you have that I may not have mentioned? Please leave it in the comment section below. I definitely read all of your comments. Thank you guys for caring about Orrin and Orson, and let's continue talking about this case so that we can spread more awareness about these missing children. I am trying my best to remain hopeful in my heart despite what my mind is telling me, and I ask that you all continue to keep Orrin and Orson West in your prayers and on your mind. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, have a blessed one. Bye.